Okay, it says I'm live. And from what I know about this, there's a slight delay. And so I'm just gonna roll with this, you guys. It says I'm broadcasting. It appears to be recording. We're gonna go. Hi, I have done about a zillion like periscopes. I've done team calls before. I have done all of these things, and never have I been as nervous as I am right now for this one. Guys, October. All right, I'm just gonna get started because there's a lot to cover right now in this call, and there's a lot of you on this on here, right? Paying attention, watching, whatever, or watching the replay or any of that. And you might not know who I am. Lots of you know who I am. Some of you may not. Some of you might be brand new, just joined today. And so I'm gonna introduce myself super quickly, and then we're gonna talk about the topic of the call. My name is Lauren Brooks. I am your Purple Status upline. I am a mom to 2 beautiful children and a wife. I am a former Latin and history teacher. I also used to be a cheerleading coach. I stumbled into direct sales almost by accident, really mostly on a complete and total whim. I had never done direct sales before Unique. I am living proof that doing certain things in this business work. I am living proof that they are effective. I am literally the perfect example of why you should do some of the things that we're going to talk about on this call, okay? And why do I say that? Brianne Kerr, our Black Status upline, she is my sponsor. I've told this story a zillion times. Sorry for those of you who have to keep hearing it. She friended me last June, right after she joined. She and I had met one time. And what I didn't know when she friended me was that she was expanding her market, okay? She had just joined Unique, and she knew that she needed to grow her market of people that she was sharing with. And I, Exhibit A, was one of those people that she friended, okay? And she never mentioned a word. She didn't send me a message about Unique. She didn't start hounding me. She interacted with me. I met her one time at a mutual friend's kid's birthday party. She interacted with me. She commented on pictures of my kids. She talked about whatever with me. And then she also shared about Unique on her personal page. The only reason I ordered Unique makeup was because she shared about Unique on her personal page, period. And the way in which she shared it was so well done and so beautiful and so non-pressure that when I needed to refill my makeup, I needed new powder, I needed new mascara, I thought I might need a new lip gloss, and I needed a new blush. When I needed that new makeup, she was the first person I thought of. I kid you not. And it was only because she shared on her personal page. We're gonna get to that in a second, okay? I am living proof of that. So I got this makeup from her. My son was 2 months old. And I put it on my face, and like all of us, most all of us, when we first try that Unique makeup, we're like, what? It's so good. And I was hooked, and I had been watching her all along doing this, and I was like, and I posted a picture because I'm the type that whether I was selling something or not, I get excited and I share things on social media. That's what I've always done. So I took a picture of the mascara, one eye with and one eye without. And my friend was like, where do I get that? And I was like, maybe I could sell this stuff. I could sell this stuff. And I kind of looked into it. I recruited myself. Brianne was like being a doula for a birth, and she couldn't answer any of my questions at the time, even though I sent her some. And so I looked it up, found the compensation plan, talked to my husband briefly when he got home, and we looked at it. We didn't see any catch. And I was like, I'm just gonna make a couple extra $100 a month, right? And so he was like, yeah, go for it. And so it was 9 p.m. on July 28th. 9 p.m. on July 28th, 2014, I started the registration process for Unique. It was a total whim. I never wanted to be in direct sales, okay? I read the presenter agreement. If you haven't read the presenter agreement, you should read the presenter agreement. Just gonna throw that out there. There's lots of important stuff in there. You can find it when you go to my office, and then you look at my profile. There's a link to the presenter agreement in there. Anyway, I was reading all through it, and I was like, this is like a lot of legal stuff. And Chris was like, was his face, I kid you not. He was like, owning your own business is like a thing. And I never really thought of it as owning my own business. I was like, I'm just gonna sell some. I did not think of it as a business. And so step one, if you want something out of this, you have to think of it like a business. That changes everything. Moving on. And I don't know. I don't know. And then Brienne finally added me to the team pages when this baby was born and all that stuff. And I was like, Chris, some of these people, I was like, they like have teams, like huge teams. I don't even know how we would ever talk to somebody about joining. I couldn't do that. I don't want to. I'm just gonna make like an extra $100 a month. That's all I wanted, was an extra $100 a month, you guys. And I never imagined this or what it would become. And I never imagined a team, much less a team of 505. We are at 505 as of just before this. So that's who I am. Before I get into this, if you don't know me, if you haven't interacted with me very much or at all, I am extremely, I'm very intense, okay? And I might raise my voice. It's really important that you know that I'm not trying to yell at you. I just get really worked up, okay? I get really passionate. I get really worked up. I talk with my hands. I was like this when I was a cheerleading coach. I was like this when I taught Latin. It's just how I roll, okay? So if you're the type that's gonna be like, gosh, this woman's yelling at me, just know that it's the heart and passion behind it. I'm not trying to yell at you. Just gonna put that out there as a disclaimer. All right, so let's talk super quickly about September. September has been an all-star month for Unique, okay? And if you're sitting, have you seen, do you feel, okay? If you're not, and maybe you don't, if you just joined, you don't know. You haven't felt it because you're not following a zillion Unique presenters yet. But in the month of September, guys, across Unique, there have been 5 new Black status presenters that have promoted. 5. In the 3 years Unique has been in business, there have only been 104 Black status presenters. And we just got 5 new ones in 1 month, okay? So what? What does that mean? Guys, that means there is momentum right now, okay? We just released like 7 incredibly amazing products, some of the best we've ever released, in my opinion. And you're like, okay, but we don't have a product launch in October. We don't need a product launch in October, you guys. You want to know why? Because we just did it, and we have the momentum from September, and we're going into October. And I'm telling you right now, October is the month, okay? You think September was huge. Wait until you see October, okay? This time of year, September, October, November, that is the high months in direct sales. I don't care where you are, that is the months in direct sales, our biggest sales months across the board. And we have October literally upon us. And guys, October is Team Courage's month, okay? There have been 5 Black status presenters. There have been numerous green status presenters. There's been blues, there's been pinks. We're about to have our own brand new pink status presenter, Rachel Hooper. We've had multiple yellow status presenters promote. We're gonna have another one soon, Cynthia. We have so many promotions happening right now, and it is just the beginning, okay? Because October is coming tomorrow. So what? You're like, what, Lauren? October is our month, but it's not just really our month. October is your month, okay? I need you to sit down and look at yourself in a mirror, or look at your back office, or wherever you go to self-reflect. And I need you to seriously sit down and be like, it is my month, because it is your month. It is not about me. It is not about me promoting to Black status. It is not about anything that has to do with me. It's about you getting what you want from your business. Because if there was ever a time for you to take advantage of momentum, it is now. It is right now. It is in October. It's not in November. It's not in December. It's not in January. It is now in October. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that because I'm like, woo, I want something out of it. I am telling you that if you want this for your business, if you want something, you get it now. Okay, there is no waiting. There is no seeing what happens, you know, what, no, it is now, October. There is one October that comes around every year, and it is huge. And if you don't jump in on that action, it's not that you're never gonna have it. You could totally have it in another month, but your best chances of getting it are right now in October. October is your month, okay? October is about you. October isn't just about you, it's about your team. If you're a leader, it is about your team, okay? And your team getting where they want to go. That's really important, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. So, if October is the month, then how are you gonna do it, okay? How are you gonna do it? Because it's one thing to say it's the month, it's quite another to put that into action. You're gonna get stoked. STOKED is an acronym, you guys. I'm super excited about it, okay? STOKED stands for some things. First and foremost, sales. Sales are crucial to your success. Sales, your own sales, and the sales of your team, but your own sales are fundamentally crucial, pivotal for your promotion, okay? And I don't mean like hitting the bare minimum for your whatever color status. I don't mean hitting that 250 for pink or that 500 for green. I mean, you have got to pull out all the stops, sales, okay? Not to mention you make more money off your sales than you make off anything else. So that's just its own fantastic thing. So sales are crucial to promoting. Parties are crucial to sales, all right? And you're like, okay, but it's so hot party. Okay, hear me. This is what we're gonna do. I challenge you, all right, in the month of October to make 5 contacts a day, 5 new contacts every single day about booking a party. And you're like, what? That sounds, guys, I'm serious. Just contact 5 people a day, make a new list every day. Who are the 5 people I'm gonna talk to about hosting a party for me? And keep it simple. This doesn't have to be hard. This is not rocket science, and it doesn't have to be scary, okay? You contact 5 people about parties. Keep it super simple. There's one of 2 methods you could say. Hey, when are you gonna let me, when are you gonna let me get you some free makeup? Notice I said get and I didn't say earn, okay? The word earn sometimes freaks people out, makes them feel like they're gonna have to do a lot of work. They don't wanna do work. Don't make it about work. Make it about when are you gonna let me get you some free makeup? That's one approach. The other approach is, hey, I'm trying out a new party method. There's some of this, I learned this from somebody else and I thought it was really good, and so I wanted to share it with you. I'm trying out a new party method. Would it be okay if I set up a 30-minute party for you? That's another method, okay? One is about them and one is about you, and I tend to prefer the about them method, but both are okay. Both are simple. Don't give them all the information. Don't tell them everything all at one time. Just say, hey, when are you gonna let me help you get some free makeup? Or, hey, I'm trying out this new party method. Would it be okay if I set up a 30-minute party for you? That's it, that's it. And they're gonna say yes or they're gonna say no. And if they say no, that's cool, no worries. And you keep on moving on and you continue that relationship and friendship and you don't make a big deal about it. If you're asking 5 people a day though, okay, you're gonna get a lot of no's. You're gonna get a lot of no's over the course of the month, but you're also gonna get enough yeses that you have a full party schedule. Okay, you're gonna get enough yeses that you have a very full party schedule. And out of that very full party schedule, you're gonna have some flop parties. Guess what? Flop parties, they happen, okay? And they get better as you do more parties, your parties get better. And when your parties get better, you qualify more parties, you get more sales. But the only way you get that is by doing it, right? We don't get better by sitting around and thinking about it. We get better by getting out and doing it, okay? So do it, right? I challenge you. My challenge to you is contact 5 people a day about hosting parties. People aren't going to come to you and ask for parties. That's very rare. That's very rare. Okay, you have to go and ask. I had a girl today message me. She sells Usborne books. She messaged me out of the blue. Hey, I know you love books. Do you want to set up a holiday book party? And I was like, yeah, I'll set up a holiday book party. Hey, by the way, do you want to do a party swap? That's another party option, guys, okay? You're contacting 5 people a day about parties. If it's another direct sales rep, do a party swap. Hey, something that you like, okay? Don't host a party for something that you're not really into. I'm really into books. I like Usborne books. I totally am gonna do a holiday book party and she's gonna do a unique party for me. Party swap, okay? It's a thing. You can totally do that. That's another way to get parties, but parties are crucial. In addition to parties, follow up with every single customer you've ever had, okay? If you really wanna promote this month, if you really wanna hit pink, if you really wanna hit blue, if you really wanna hit green, follow up with every customer you've ever had. If you're brand new, make sure you're following up with your brand new customers. Hey, just wanted to check in, see how things, keep it simple. Again, guys, I wish that somebody did tell me, they told me, I heard it all the time when I was new, but I didn't live it until more recently. You don't have to say that much. Keep it very simple. Very simple. Follow-up does not have to be a ton of information. Hey, just wanted to check in and see how you're loving your new mascara. Just wanted to check in and see how you're loving your new foundation. Notice I said the word loving. I didn't say liking. I said loving. Put that bug in their brain that maybe they love it. And if they don't love it, they're probably going to tell you or they're going to ignore you. And if they ignore you, there's nothing you can do about that. And it's not personal, guys. People like to avoid conflict. You have to just accept it. It's okay. It's not you. It's that it's them, actually. If they're ignoring you, it's 100% about them. It's because they don't want to have to tell somebody that they don't like whatever, or they don't want to have to engage with somebody. It's not about you. So follow up anyway. Just wanted to see how you're loving your new products. And when they tell you whatever, especially if they like it, awesome. I was wondering if you were wanting to host a party or join as a presenter. What? Host a party offer, or join as a presenter. Like, you don't have to give any more information than that. Hey, just wondering if you were interested in hosting a party or joining as a presenter. What if they're like, oh, you can join as a presenter? A lot of people don't know that they could sell this. And they won't know until you tell them, okay? You just say it. We have to get out of our head, you guys. We spend too much time in there worrying about what people are gonna think or say or do. I'm gonna talk more about that later too. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. Don't overwhelm them with information, and don't make it sound like work. You've got to have parties to have sales, all right? We can post and we can share and we can do attraction marketing, and that's really great, and that really does generate sales, okay? I had spent $100 with Brienne just based on her posting on her personal page. I did not join a party. So it works to share on a personal page, but the big time sales, that's parties, okay? 5 contacts a day, and you're like, that sounds like a lot. It is a lot. It is. But not all 5 of those people are gonna say yes every day. You're gonna get a lot of no's. You've gotta go through a lot of no's to get to your yeses, you guys. And if you're expecting that there's probably gonna be no's, you're not gonna take it so personally. It's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna sting. You're gonna say, all right, no problem, and you move on. More people. Upsell always, okay? If somebody contacts you like a rogue person who wants to order the mascara, awesome, I can totally help you out with that. Is there any, or do you have any other makeup needs that I can help you with while we're at it? That's all you have to say. Do you have any other makeup needs I can help you with? Sold a lip gloss that way, right? Do the upsell. If they want to buy a few things, oh, sweet, it sounds like you want to buy a few things. Have you looked at our collections? That's actually a really great way to bundle products together. Upsell, upsell, upsell. All right, that's S. T is teamwork. Guys, we rise together. We do not become successful in our business if we do not work together. We do not become successful in our business if we do not help our team. We do not become successful in our business if we don't support one another. Success in our company, okay, is about teamwork. It's about working with your team. So super quickly, if you're a leader, and you're a leader if you have even just one person on your team, by the way, if you are a leader, help your team. Help your team, okay? You have to show up for them, all right? If you have a team, it's not about you. It's not about you, okay? Your business, your individual sales, that's about you. But if you have a team, you've got a team. You've got women who are looking to you, okay? And even if you don't want something, that's okay. But there might be people in your downline who really want this, and not just want it, maybe they need it. Maybe you don't need that money, but what if somebody in your downline desperately needs that money? What if they desperately need this to work out because they need money to help pay for groceries or pay bills or pay for whatever? What if they need that, okay? It's not just about you and what you need or want. You've got a team. You have an obligation to them, okay? And it's okay, if you're a leader and you're like, shoot, I do not want to be a leader, I do not want this obligation, that's okay. But it's crucial that you talk to your upline, okay? And tell them, hey, I've got this team, I don't want to be a leader, I don't want to do this, can you help my team? And I guarantee you your upline will step in your place and will help anybody on your team who needs it. But it is crucial that you talk to your upline. You do not just abandon your team. You know what I'm saying? There's a girl, a personal on my team actually, who joined me personally, who has a team of probably about 3 or 4 or maybe 5 girls. And she contacted me probably, it was a month before last. And she was like, she was awesome. She was like, hey, do you have a second to chat? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, so I think I'm gonna quit with Unique. She was like, it's not working out for me. It's not my thing. What do I need to do? I just wanna let you know. And I was like, you were doing all you need to do. I was like, I totally respect that you came to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I will contact your team members. The only thing I need you to do is talk to them and make sure they know, what's happening and where you're going, and that I'm gonna be contacting them. And she was like, got it, good, done. That's all it took. It's okay if you don't wanna be a leader. But if you don't want to be a leader, You need to make sure that your team is taken care of. You need to make sure that they have the assistance they need, okay? We rise together. If you're a team, if you have a team, if you're a leader, you gotta help your team, all right? You promoting isn't ever about you. It's just not, all right? Well, it is, it's about your sales. You gotta hustle, you gotta bust your butt, you gotta get your sales. But it's also about your team. If your team promotes, you're gonna promote. If you're a servant leader and you have the heart of your team in mind first, if your first thought is what do they want and how can I help them get that, I guarantee you're gonna hit your promotion because you're helping your people. And when they're successful, you're successful. You know what I'm saying? Teamwork. We rise together, you guys. We get there together. Additionally, find accountability. Somebody who has no financial benefit to you whatsoever. So not your upline, not your downline, but somebody in your cross line who has no financial gain. Find accountability. Find somebody that you can bounce ideas off of. This is not for comparison, okay? You do not want to get into an accountability relationship with somebody who's gonna spend all their time comparing, because guess what, guys? Comparison is not only the thief of joy, it's the thief of everything, okay? When the minute you start comparing yourself, it will drag you down. It will drag your spirit down. It will drag your business down. It will drag everything down. And I know, trust me, I know that it is hard not to look across the line and see what somebody else is doing and just, and start to compare, because I've done it. I do it. I've done it. But it's a killer, you guys. It will kill your spirit. It will stop you in your tracks. It's not just the thief of joy, it's the thief of everything. Okay, so when we find accountability, we want somebody who's gonna uplift us. We want somebody who's gonna encourage us. We want somebody who's gonna cheer us on. We want somebody that we can cheer on. We want somebody that when they see success, we can celebrate them, okay? That is what I mean. We rise together. Teamwork, guys. We also celebrate everyone, okay? And I mean everyone. For everything, even the smallest things, guys, even the smallest accomplishments in our business are worth celebrating, especially if somebody is in the beginning of their business. The beginning of this business is the hardest part. I am here to tell you that. 15 months later, I can tell you that the hardest time in my business was those first, especially that first month, but I would even venture to say those first 2 or 3 months, the hardest time. Okay, because, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but it's because you are literally starting a business from the ground up. Okay, you have to build traction, you have to build credibility, you have to build your business, you have to build, hey, this is what I do now. I'm crazy makeup lady, right? It's hard. And so we celebrate each other, and we don't just celebrate each other on the team pages, guys. Go out and celebrate each other on your personal page for a lot of reasons. One, because it really lifts that girl up and it makes her feel good. And two, that tells everybody around you, check them out. Look at what they do. Look at how they celebrate each other. Look at that support. If I was with them, I would be recognized and appreciated and acknowledged. And guys, I gotta tell you, all anybody wants to be is appreciated. For real. It's a great thing. Celebrate each other, okay? O is the opportunity. Guys, share it with everyone. Get out of your head. I am so happy that I've had this revelation recently, because guys, in the last 2 weeks, I've told more people about this opportunity than I probably have in the 15 months I've been doing it. I talk about it all the time. And has anybody joined me from it yet? No, but I'm not worried about that, because do you know how many times I've talked about it? It's seeds, guys. Most people aren't impulsive like me. I'm crazy. I am insane. I do things impulsively, like join a makeup company to sell it when I had no intention of selling anything. I do things like that, but most people don't. Most people want to watch. They want to think about it. They want to stew on it. They want to Google it, right? They want the time to warm up to the idea, and they need to see themselves doing it. The most important thing to get people to join, in my opinion, is they need to see themselves doing it. If they can believe that they can do it, if they even for a second have a glimpse of them doing what you do, they're gonna do it, all right? They just need time. But if you don't tell them, most people aren't gonna know about it. So get out of your head. It is not hard to talk about the opportunity. There are 2 ways to talk about the opportunity. There's attraction marketing. This is sharing on your personal page. Guys, I don't mean going out there and saying, join my team. Saying join my team is actually a really bad idea. Why is it a bad idea? Because it makes it about you. When you say join my team, that says join my team. That says it's me, okay? And even if people aren't consciously thinking about that, that's kind of a turnoff. Okay, it's because when somebody joins you, it shouldn't be about you. It shouldn't be about your team. Okay, it's about them. It's about the other. Okay. But if you're sharing about the value, this is things like celebrating each other on your team page. This is things like, love when mascara turns into groceries. Love when mascara turns into my date night. You know, sharing the value without really sharing the value. We're never allowed to talk exact numbers. We can't talk about how much exactly we make. We can't give specific numbers, okay? But we can talk about, you know, that vague general, the value it's added. And it's not just the monetary value, guys. I am not the same person that I was when I joined Unique. I mean, I am not joking. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get misty. I'm just not. This opportunity has completely, entirely changed my world. It has changed the trajectory of everything I've ever done. Okay, because guess what, guys? I was a Latin teacher, and I was a dang good Latin teacher. I'm just gonna own that right now. I was, and I was a freaking good cheerleading coach. But nothing has made me feel so capable as doing what I do right now. I did not know that I was capable of creating something. I did not know that I was capable of running my own business like this. I didn't know that I was capable of leading people. I didn't know any of those things. And Unique has given me that. Unique has given me the privilege of working with hundreds of other women around the world that I wouldn't know the way that I know them if I didn't do this. So when we share on our personal page, when we share about the value of this opportunity, it is not just about sharing the monetary things it has brought to us. Because guess what? Money is only one aspect of things. And yeah, it's really important, and it's really important for some people. But also there's this other stuff about life. People want to have meaning. They want to feel important. They want to do something that makes them feel good. And you know what Unique does? It makes us feel good. It makes us feel like we're doing something for ourselves. And when we get out there and we share that, I don't care how hokey you think it sounds, it's gonna touch somebody's heart, all right? And they're gonna relate, and they're gonna say, I need that, and they're gonna wanna join. Sharing the value, you guys. There's also just straight up sharing it, okay? And this is the one most of us shy away from. Most of us get nervous about this. We don't want to be weird. We don't want to skeeve people out. We don't want to make them feel like they're being hunted down. So we don't tell them about the opportunity. We don't mention it. But guys, we're thinking about it too hard, okay? It's as simple as giving them a compliment and telling them you think they'd be good at what you do. Period. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. Oh my gosh, your makeup is fantastic. You would probably be awesome at what I do. Card. And they might say, what do you do? Oh, I sell makeup. I sell makeup for this really amazing makeup company. They're super global. I can't say these things right off the top of my head. I need to practice this more. It's this global company that's very mission-based, but they are incredible, incredible products, high-end products, sell themselves, awesome. You should think about it. Whatever. Come up with your own little 30-second commercial. What is our company? Right? What can you say in 30 seconds when somebody asks what you do? That's all it takes. And hand them a card with your info and connect on Facebook, which we're going to talk about in a second. All right. Get their info. My eye is super itchy. That's it. All right. And that can be in person with a total stranger. You can send a message to a friend. I text messaged a good friend of mine from high school, one of my best friends. We were cheerleaders together. Girl loves makeup, and she always has, and she's beautiful, and she's always been good at doing makeup. And I, this entire time, have never talked to her about Unique ever, because I was like, oh, she probably, I don't know, she's probably judging what I do right now. She's probably judging what I do. And I know she wears this other brand of makeup, was diehard, like devotee to this other makeup artist who has her own brand, and no way. Guys, totally messaged her today, text messaged her, and I was like, hey man, you're gonna think I'm crazy, and I know you're like a diehard devotee to Alexis Vogel, but I would kick myself if I didn't tell you. I think you would be awesome at what I do. The makeup's fantastic. I know you use this other brand, but you would be awesome at what I do, and I would kick myself if I never said anything about it. That's all I said. Guys, we had like a 20-minute conversation about the opportunity. Turns out she doesn't use that makeup brand that I thought she was using. Turns out she's actually thinking about it. Turns out she wants to order the makeup. If I had sat and lived in fear of, oh my gosh, what if she doesn't, whatever? Come on now. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. All this time, I haven't done that. And all this time, she was like, yeah, she's really good at what she does, and maybe she doesn't join, but I said it, and now it's out there, and now it's in her head, and she sees everything I do on Facebook. If nothing else, guys, I just got a customer that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't said anything. Just say it. Just say it. Don't think too hard. Always start, if you're messaging or even in person, this is going to sound crazy. If you feel self-conscious, start with, this is going to sound crazy, but I would kick myself if I didn't say something. I think you'd be really good at what I do. Don't tell them all the information about the opportunity. Just tell them you think they would be good at what you do. And then gently give the information. Let them lead. Let them ask questions. Opportunity. Get it out there. To be successful, to promote, to get where we want to go, we have to grow our teams, okay? To grow our teams, you have to get a little bit uncomfortable. Attraction marketing is extremely valuable. It is how I've grown my team thus far. It's how I have my 36 personals, okay? But it only goes so far. At a certain point, you have to start telling people. You have to open your mouth, and they might not join right away. Like Brianne said on her Periscope earlier, she's done this a ton. And always what usually happens is she plants a seed, and then 2 months later they're joining. But you have to plant the seed first, okay? So it's like, I gave this example to somebody else the other day, and it's not my example, but it's like farming, okay? You go and you plant seeds. You plant seeds, you water them, and how are you watering them? You're watering them by sharing on your personal page, which we'll get to in a second. And before you know it, it's all blooming, and people are joining, and things are happening, okay? You got to talk about the opportunity. You got to get it out there. Speaking of the opportunity, the kit. That's the K. That's K in our Stoked. We have an awesome kit. Break it down. Share it. It's a deal, guys. $99. You get a palette. You get a splurge eyeshadow. You get 2 mascaras right now, and not for much longer. By the way, kit. Talk about the kit. You get some other things that I'm blanking on right now. You get some other things, okay? Break it down. Make a video. Make a video of what's in the kit and tell people, not just make a video, but tell people what they can do with it, okay? Because sometimes people don't really see what the value in getting all this makeup is. And so if you break down for them what they can do with the kit that they're getting, they're like, oh yeah, I could use that makeup. Yeah, that palette. Yeah, oh, I could do that. And suddenly they see themselves using the makeup in the kit, and boom, new team member, okay? You got to share it. You got to get it out there. You got to break it down. I missed sorry. Talk it up. The current kit with the two mascaras, the 2 mascaras isn't hanging around forever. Talk about how you can sell that 1 mascara. Talk about what they can do with it. E, excitement. Guys, the momentum going into October is like the highest it has ever been for me personally within all of Unique, right? You don't come off of a month with 5 new Black status presenters without some sort of bang, okay? October is our month. Get excited, okay? What are you gonna do with that excitement? You're gonna share the crap out of that excitement. Sorry if saying crap offends people. You're going to get out there and you're gonna share the crap out of your excitement, okay? Share your goals. Oh yes, I just used the G word, goals, all right? I had 36 coaching calls in the month of September, and they were amazing. It was such a privilege to get to talk to all of these women that I talked to. And if for one reason or another we missed our coaching call, we'll have to make it up at some point, okay? I had 36 coaching calls, and I can't count how many calls I had some of you saying to me, I don't really have goals. I'm kind of afraid to set big goals because I'm afraid that if I don't meet them, that I'm afraid I'm not going to meet them. And so you're not setting goals. And if you're not setting goals, then you're certainly not sharing goals. And if you're not setting goals, you're literally on a boat, aimless in the ocean. All right. We don't just get places. We don't fall there. That whole, the man on top of the mountain didn't fall there. We don't just fall into promotions. We don't just fall into reaching our goals. We have to set the goals even when it's scary. Let me tell you guys, it is terrifying to set big goals. Do you know how terrifying it is for me to have said on Periscope this morning that I'm running for Black status this month? Do you know how terrifying that is? It is horrifying to me to say that out loud. I have said it to my husband. I've said it to Brianne. And I'm pretty sure that's all I've said it to until Periscope this morning. It is terrifying to say that goal out loud. Because what if I don't hit it? What if we go all the way through October and we hustle and I do my best and I have a zillion parties and I'm helping you girls and we're doing it and we're running and things are awesome, and what if I fall short? What if? That is terrifying, you guys. It is terrifying to say it out loud, but it has to be said. Because you know what? If October 31st, if midnight Pacific time, October 31st rolls around and I'm not Black status, so what? I will have given it 150% of my effort to get there. I will have done every last freaking thing I know how to do to get to Black status. And if it still doesn't happen, that's okay, because I gave it 100%. That's okay, all right? But if I don't say it out loud, if I don't own it, if I don't claim it, then it's not going to happen. If I live in fear of it not happening, then it is never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't not set a goal because you're afraid it's not going to happen, because you will constantly live by that fear and you will keep that goal from ever. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, you guys. Set the goal. Set the scary goal. Yes, you can be realistic with yourself, all right? If you just joined and you're like, I'm going to get Black status this month. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Be realistic, but don't be afraid to set the goal, and don't be afraid to say the goal, whether it's to me, whether it's on a team page, whether it's to your upline, even if you're out there on your Facebook page, okay? And there are two schools of thought. I'm not typically one that gets out there on my personal page and says, hey guys, I'm running for a goal, help me out. It's not really how I roll, okay? However, this month, don't be surprised if like midway through the month, I'm like, guys, if there was ever a month to book a party with me, please book a party, all right? Share your goals. Be excited. Share them with an accountability partner. Have an eye on the prize. Get a prize and keep your eye on it and run for it. Mindset is everything. The first step to getting whatever the heck you want is believing that you can get what you want, okay? Period. And that's not just in this business, that's in life. But the first step in getting there is believing that you're going to get there. And then letting that belief dictate everything you do. Because if you really believe that you can do it, you're going to do whatever the heck you have to do to get yourself there. And if at the end of the month you haven't gotten there, you're going to sit down and take a deep breath and be like, well, gave it my best shot. Try again next month. Period. That's it. That's all it comes down to, you guys. It is not the end of the world if you don't hit a goal at the end of the month. All you do is sit down and say, all right, well, I ran. As long as you ran, as long as you gave 150%, as long as you did everything you know you could possibly do to try to hit that goal, and you still don't hit that goal, that's okay. You'll start again next month, and you'll run again next month until you get there. But you have to set the goal first, and you have to believe that you can set it, okay? Get excited, share on your personal page. Guys, the number one fear that people have is sharing on the personal page. I know it, because it's the number one thing, and anybody tells me, oh, I don't really want to share on my personal page. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person, Lauren. Yeah, no, I hear you. But let me tell you, again, Exhibit A, if Brienne had never shared on her personal page, I would never have bought makeup from her. I would never have joined her team. I would never be the strongest leg in Team Awesome. Team Courage, you guys, is big time. We are big time. I don't know if you realize that, but we are big time. And if she hadn't shared on her personal page, this never would have happened. Team Courage would not exist, okay? If you want to grow your team, if you want to grow your business, if you want to promote, if you want things to happen, you have to be open about what you're doing. People have to see what you're doing. They have to know what you're doing. And if you're worried about what they're going to say about it, screw that. Who cares? At the end of the day, at some point, you have to make a decision. You have to decide, do I care more about what people think, or do I care about being successful in my business? Which do you care more about? Because at the end of the day, whichever one of those things you care more about, that's going to be the thing that rules everything you do. If you care more about the success of your business than you do about what people think, guess what? Your business is going to be hardcore successful. I am telling you that. I am living proof of that. All right? I decided pretty freaking early on. I remember posting, it was really early on. It was like within the first 2 weeks of my business. And I was posting and I was like, man, I feel like I posted a lot about unique today. Done a lot of unique crap today. Probably people are, and then I was like, I literally was on that post. I was hovering over that post button on my phone. And I was like, do I post it? Do I not post it? Do I post it? Do I not post it? And I was like, business, boom. And I posted. I did. I did. And I'm sure there are people, I know there are people that I'm sure that I've lost friends. I've lost friends. But you know what? If there are friends out there that decide not to be friends with me because I'm working a business, because I care about a business, because I care about leading my team, because I care about what I do, then they're probably not that good a friend anyway. They just aren't. I'm not out there harassing my friends with my link. I'm not out there yelling at people to buy my mascara. I'm just sharing the love for what I do. I share the love for the makeup we have. I love our makeup. It's really freaking good makeup, you guys. I share that. I share the heck out of that. And if somebody doesn't want to be friends with me because I love what I do and because I'm sharing about what I do, then maybe I don't want to be friends with them, because maybe they're not really all that supportive of me. Period. That's what it comes down to. Okay. And truthfully, running a successful business is important to me because this is mine. I have created my business. I have created something that is mine, and I am very good at it. And if I sat around and cared about what everybody else had to say about what I do, I would never be here, because I would live literally in a prison of somebody else's thoughts. You cannot live your life like that. I don't care if it's unique. I don't care what it is. You cannot live your life in a prison subjected to what other people think. Who cares what other people think? Get excited and get out there and share anyway. If you want to be successful, you have to do the things that you need to do to be successful, period. And when you decide that the success of your business is more important than the thoughts of other people, you're gonna do what you need to do. You're gonna make your business decisions. That's what you're gonna do. So get excited, share on your page. I'm not saying go out there and share your link. I'm not saying go out there and spam everybody. That's not what I'm saying to do. I'm saying get out there and share your passion for this. Share your passion for your Y sisters. It's so funny that I say that now, because I always swore I would never, everything I ever said I was never going to do in this business, you guys, I do it. Said I was never going to read books for this business. Totally read books all the time. Said I was never going to say Y sisters. Say Y sisters. Said I was never going to post on my personal page. Post on my personal page excessively. Guys, there are certain things that's just what it takes to be successful. And when you decide that you want to be successful, you do that, period. Finally, D. The D is for dedication. Again, not everybody wants to hit green status. That's okay. Not everybody wants to hit blue status. That's okay. Not everybody wants to hit pink status. That's okay. Not everybody wants to hit yellow. Some people just want to hang out. They just want to hang out, do their 125, qualify, stay active, or maybe they want to be a kidnapper, whatever it is. That's all okay, okay? Whatever it is that you want, commit to doing whatever it is that you want to do, and do it. If you want to hit green, then get there. If you want to hit blue, then get there. If you want to hit pink, get there. Yellow, get there. White, get there. You just have to decide and be dedicated. Make the decision, okay? If you want this business to give you substantial financial reward, if you want to make that extra $500 to $1,000 a month or more, you have to hit green. It does not come before green. That's a lie. That is a lie. I made more than $500 when I was blue, but I also had a PRS of like a lot of dollars, like over $3,000. You have to decide what you want. If you want this to give you that significant financial gain, you have to commit to that. You have to be dedicated. You have to find out why you want it, and then you have to go and get it. Okay, you have to take action, all right? You can't sit there. I'm gonna get really close because I'm getting really intense. You can't sit there and want something, okay? You can't sit there and say, I wanna hit pink, and then do nothing for it. You can't sit there and say, I wanna hit blue, I wanna hit green, I wanna make $500 a month, I wanna make $1,000 a month. You can't sit there and say those things and then take no action. It is literally like losing weight. I made this analogy on Periscope the other day. It's like losing weight. You have to take action. If you're gonna lose weight, if you decide, hey, I need to lose 5 pounds, what do you start doing? You start exercising. You start watching your calories. You pay attention to what you eat. You cut out the Coca-Cola and pizza. You do the things you need to do to get where you wanna go. This is no different. You have to take action. You have to be dedicated to reaching your goal. You have to be committed to reaching that goal, you guys. I promise I'm wrapping up soon. You have to be dedicated, all right? You don't have to want green. Your goals are gonna be your goals. They're not gonna be my goals. But whatever your goal is, you have to get dedicated to that goal, and you have to be willing to take whatever action it's gonna take to get there. And guess what, guys? Here's the best news. We're not in this alone. We're not in this alone. You're not in this alone. You don't have to do this alone. You have an upline who wants to help you. I want to help you. We have Team Awesome building blocks groups, you guys. If you're not in one and you want to hit pink, blue, yellow, green, any of those things, get in a building blocks group. And guess what, guys? They're going to push you outside of your comfort zone. They are. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to like every task because it's going to make you uncomfortable. Because, guys, if you're not getting uncomfortable on a regular basis, then your business is not growing. The uncomfortable choices are the ones that get us where we need to go. Again, I'm living proof of that. I will tell you, every time I have done something that has made me feel uncomfortable, it has been good for my business, period. We have to get uncomfortable to get where we want to go. I love that we're going into October, and I love that we have building blocks groups, guys, because now it's not just on us to think about what we have to do for our business. You're going to have a building blocks group that's going to have all these tasks, things that you can do to help your business, things that you can do to grow your team. And some of them you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to do that. And okay, if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But if you're dedicated, if you want it, you're going to try it. You're going to try it, because why not? Because if you're dedicated and you choose success over fear of what people think, you're going to make the choices you need to make for your business. You're going to make your business choices. Make those 5 contacts a day, 5 new contacts a day. Hey, when are you going to let me help you earn some free makeup? That's it. Make a list, make a fresh list every morning. What 5 people can I talk to today? Even if it's, guys, contacts, you got to make connections. If you have less than 1,000 friends on Facebook, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. That sounds harsh, but it's true. If you have less than 1,000 friends on Facebook, you need to make more connections, because you're going to run out of people. You're going to run out of people really, really quickly. You should always be making more connections. Where are you going to make more connections? You're going to make more connections through your parties. You should always be making connections in your parties. Even just one new Facebook friend from a party is worth it, okay? Make connections everywhere you go. Guys, I go in the grocery store. I actually haven't friended anybody from the grocery store yet. But for instance, I take my daughter to preschool. Every single mom that I've met, that I know her name, we're friends on Facebook, because I leave, go and friend them on Facebook. And they know who I am, because guess what? We have children in preschool together. My neighbors, friends on Facebook. Girls I met randomly because of some get together or some or another, friends on Facebook. Make the connections. Make connections. You need more people. And again, that Facebook thing is also very specific to social media. If you're selling largely not on social media, that's different, okay? But if you're using your social media as a basis for your business, you gotta have the connections. Otherwise, you run out of people. Commit. I'm gonna contact 5 people a day and ask for a party. And don't say, hey, will you host a party? Well, no, there's that one method, right? That's the, hey, I'm trying out a new party method. Would you be open to letting me set up a 30-minute party link for you, or party for you, or whatever? But there's also the, hey, when are you gonna let me help you get some free makeup? Period, end of story. Build the relationships, talk to people, connect with people, ask for parties, just ask for them. I've hosted so many parties that I didn't even think twice about hosting, because the person I was talking to had the gall to say, oh, hey, we should do it. I hosted a Stella and Dot party, you guys, one time. And I literally came out of a conversation like, I think I'm hosting a Stella and Dot party now. Literally talking to a friend of mine. She was a new friend that I had just made, and we were talking about how she sells Stella and Dot. And she was like, oh, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I love that jewelry, love that bag. She was like, oh, we should set up a show for you. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And I literally walked away with a Stella and Dot party booked. Guys, you just ask for it. Not hard. It's scary. It's scary. But once you start doing it, you realize it's not as hard as we make it. Personal development, listen to personal development, audiobooks, YouTube videos, listen to it while you're doing other things. Okay, if you don't have time to sit down with a book, you can listen to it. Podcast, soak it up. You will not grow. Your business will not grow until you grow. Your check will not grow until you grow. We do not come into this business and get successful as we are. Who you are today, who you were the day you joined this business, that is not the person who's going to be successful. The person who's going to be successful is the one who develops over time. I am not the same person I was the day I joined Unique. I am successful now, not because of who I was the day I joined Unique. I am successful because of who I have become. You have to grow yourself if you're going to grow your check. So you should be spending time on personal development, even if it's just listening. Listen to YouTube videos of Black status presenters. Listen to YouTube videos of people like Jim Rohn and people that I can't think of right now. We can talk about it on the team page. Okay, listen, grow yourself, learn, soak it up, soak up all the knowledge, follow Black status presenters. Totally getting it. And things don't have to take a lot of time. I think people think that this all has to take a lot of time. It doesn't. Messaging 5 people a day about a party and messaging 5 people a day about the opportunity, which by the way is totally a good goal. If 5 people is too much to message about the opportunity, start with 1. Talk to 1 person every day about the opportunity, 1 new person a day. Commit to that. That's something you can do. That's an actionable task. Commit to that. It takes you less than 20 minutes to do those things. If you can find 20 minutes, if you can be on Facebook scrolling around doing nothing, you can find time to message a couple people, to book a party, to share something on your personal page. You see what I'm saying? This doesn't have to take a lot of time. A lot of times I think we make it out to be bigger than it is. We assume that it's going to take so much time and it doesn't. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, have I worked my business today? If you were going for a promotion, you need to work your business a little bit every day. Every day. Even if all that is messaging 1 person about the opportunity. Even if all that is posting 2 things related to the value of this opportunity, or posting a great selfie, or hey, I love this eyeshadow. You can talk about the makeup without making people feel like they're being sold to. I love this extravagant orange eyeshadow, guys. Totally posting about it. Even if it's just a couple of posts, you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, have I worked my business today? Seriously, when you climb into bed, have I worked my business today? Have I done anything for my unique business? If you want to promote, you're gonna have to commit. You're gonna have to be dedicated. Ask yourself, have I been consistent? Have I been confident? Have I been coachable? We have to be coachable. We have to be open to learning to do new things. We have to be open to doing different things. We have to be confident, even if we're faking the confidence until we make it. And we have to be consistent. That's the whole, have I worked my business today? Consistency and persistency and patience. That's what it takes. That's what's gonna get you there, okay? We're gonna get stoked for October. Sales, you guys. Sales, man. Huge. That's a huge one. 5 parties. Talk about, ask for 5 people. Contact 5 people about party opportunities a day. You're gonna get a lot of no's, but you're gonna get you enough yeses that you have a full party schedule. Work your party schedule. You're gonna have flop parties, but you know what? We have to have flop parties so that we can have successful parties. We learn by doing. We have to just get out there and do it. Not every party is gonna be fantastic, and we're gonna learn, and we're gonna get better, and we're gonna do better, okay? Sales, follow up with every single person, every single customer. How are you doing? How are you loving it? Upsell. Hey, while I'm getting your mascara, is there anything else, any other makeup needs I can help you with? Or, you know, things like that. Teamwork. We do this together. Lead your team. If you're not up to the task, if you just can't do it this month, which happens sometimes, talk to your upline. Connect your team with your upline so that everybody's getting the help they need, okay? Find an accountability partner, somebody to encourage you. Encourage one another, guys. Lift one another up. Celebrate each other. The opportunity should be shared with everyone. It doesn't have to be hard. Don't make it hard, okay? Hey, you gave such great service tonight. I think you'd be awesome at what I do. Card, okay? Put it everywhere. Put it out there. Share the value of the opportunity. This is an incredible opportunity that we have here, you guys. It is really and truly incredible. It should be shared. Kit, get it out there. Break it down. Share it with people. Those 2 mascaras not lasting forever. Excitement. Get excited. Choose to care more about the success of your business than what other people think of you. Be entirely you. You know what people like? People like authentic people. People like people who aren't afraid to be themselves. And the people who don't like people who aren't afraid to be themselves, they typically have their own issue going on. They typically have their own self-doubt and issues that they have that makes them tear down people who are very unapologetic about who they are. Be you. Because you know what, when you're yourself, when you're wholly yourself and you have that confidence, it inspires other people to have that confidence. It inspires other people. Hey, if she can go out there and own her crazy, I can go out there and own my crazy too. They connect with that. Be yourself. Choose to make the decisions you need to make for your business over, oh my gosh, but what will people think? Make the decision for success, okay? Because they're not paying your bills. They're not the ones who at the end of the day have to sit there and feel what you feel. They just aren't. They don't give them the keys. Don't give them that control. I sit down at the end of the day and I feel very proud. I feel very proud of my business. I feel very proud of my team. I feel very proud of the fact that I get to do this every day. I feel very proud of that. And if I let other people control what I do because I was worried about what they think, then I just let them rob me of the pride that I get to feel. I let them rob me of that if I give them that power. Don't give them that power. And be dedicated. Know what you want. What do you want? Decide that you're going to get it. October is the month to get it. If you want it, get it now. Get it in October, okay? Because the momentum is huge and it will not come around again for another year. This kind of momentum will not come around again for another year. I'm telling you that right now. Now is the time. Be dedicated. Work for it. 5 contacts a day about parties. 5 contacts a day, or even just 1 about the opportunity. Personal development. Surround yourself with mantras. Okay, see these mantra bands? I'm wearing them. I'm wearing them every single day in the month of October. It says, she believed she could, so she did. Dream bigger and dream, believe, achieve. Guys, I surround myself with words that lift me up and make me believe that I can. All right, and finally, feel the fear and do it anyway. It's terrifying sometimes to do what we do, but we do it anyway because we want to be successful. All right, I said there was going to be a giveaway for this call, and there is going to be a giveaway. The prize is your choice of have courage and be awesome tote bag, or feel the fear, do it anyway, team courage tote bag. That's the prize. You get to pick one, whichever one you want. How are you going to get the prize? Okay. If you are on this call or you are watching this call in the next 24 hours, message me your personal goals for this month. Don't be afraid to set those goals. Message me your personal goals. I want you to send me a private message on Facebook telling me your goals. When you send me that message, you will be entered to win this bag. You have 24 hours to do that. Guys, October, it's going to be an all-star month, okay? Now is the time. It is your month. It is your month to get what it is that you want from your business. So let's go and get it, you guys. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Bye, y'all.